Hey everybody, it's Chaymie here and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at the limited edition Jasmine doll from the Disney store released in 2015. Alright, so since this year is the Disney Princess's ultimate celebration, I decided that I wanted to take out at least one doll of each princess out of their boxes. And I think I have at least one doll of each princess deboxed except Snow White, Cinderella, Belle, Jasmine, and Miranda. But Miranda, I don't even know a Miranda. I mean Merida. So I decided that I wanted to take them out of their boxes as well, right? I do have both the red D23 Jasmine and the classic Jasmine, so I decided to go with this, of course, because the D23 is too precious, so she is staying in the box. Alright, so this is a Jasmine doll, and fun fact, before we start, I also wanted to show off these cards as like little nostalgia thingies. So this was the card that you would get if you pre-order the doll in your physical Disney stores, and you get a nice little card, and on the bag it says congratulations and then when to return to the store to receive your reserved pre-ordered doll. Super cool. And you would also get these cards, so if you go back on the day of the release, once you're lining up in the queue, they would also give these cards out so that you get your number. For example, if you're first in line, you get 1. If you're third in line, you get 3, and so on and so forth. So it's pretty cool because it just shows that back then, these dolls releases are like a major thing. It's almost like a whole event surrounding it for Disney to actually print these out and do all this stuff. So it's pretty fun. I do have several of these pre-order cards collected when they used to do it, so let me know in the comments below if you would like to see a separate video on those cards. I mean, it's not complete, but I do think I have a good amount. Alright, now let's get to the dolls. So she is featured in the original style boxes, all square with the white, and only the borders are colored in their own character themes. So it still has the old Disney Store logo, huh? Nostalgia. So her border is like dark green and teal with these lotus accents, these little patterns, and on the bottom it says limited edition 1 of 5,000 Jasmine. And they also have some little chains here as well. And on the side you have these more motifs here, and on the back it says Disney, Aladdin, and you can pause and read this bit if you'd like. And she was retailed for $119, so this was the first price jump, and then of course we later jumped to $129. So that is it about the box. So now let's take her out. So here is a certificate of authenticity. It lacks all the glimmery foil thingies like other dolls have, except the number. Mine is 1728 out of 5,000. So like always, let's try to immortalize her in our minds in her original pose before we take her out forever. Alright, so here is Jasmine. I don't know what's wrong with my brain today. So it's just a yellow toned image of Agrabah, the castle, and there's also a moon. It looks like a moon. It could be the sun also, but there are stars in the sky, so it's probably the moon. The photo is like very, very pixelated. I'm not sure if you guys can see or not. I'm trying to zoom, see? So it's a very low res image that they kind of just stretched out for the background. Alright, so here is the doll. Let's take a quick 360 look of her before we move into the details. Her hair is super long, I love it. And there we go. And also one thing I want to know while we're still in the wide shot is that she also has the same problem that the first limited edition Ariel had, where the hair is very long, so it's also very heavy and it's kind of pulling her back. See? I'm gonna try to show you. This, see, right? No, it will not stay. We'll just kind of want to arch back because the torso joint here is quite loose So she's gonna always be arched back because her hair is pulling. And another thing I want to note is that she also has the problem like the Cruella limited edition doll did, where they didn't want to give her a saddle stand, probably because she is wearing pants, so they don't want, you know, the saddle to be showing up here, so they gave her a waist hugging stand, which kind of limits the train of her skirt to flare out because it's being blocked by the pole of the stand here. I also tried giving her the saddle stand, but she will not sit on it properly because of the pants and all that, so I think I'm just gonna stick with the waiststand. Alright, let's get into the details. The first thing to note, which is the obvious one, is that she was released in 2015, which is around the time when Disney was very much into giving all the dolls like glossy, shiny skin. So she unfortunately has that. It's actually not that bad. It's pretty in person, but once there are like a lot of light sources coming in, right now I have 2 lamps shining on her, so then it becomes overdone. I don't think it works, so they stopped doing that, thank goodness. Alright, so let's take a look at her face sculpt. I do think she still shares the same face sculpt as the 17-inch singing dolls that they did prior to her release. And her face paint, she has beautiful, gorgeous brown eyes, and she is side glancing. And then, ooh, I really love her eyelashes too. I think for Jasmine it kind of fits, the super long lashes. And for her eye makeup, I love the metallic gold eyeliner that she has. And they're also like a dark teal kind of thing happening in there as well. And more kind of like mustardy color as eyeshadow topping everything off. I love that she even has the gold shiny bit on the lower eye as well, if you can see. And I love her brows. One is slightly arched to give that inquisitive look. She's probably thinking, Aladdin, should I date you? Should I not date you? Are you a prince? Are you the boy from the market? That kind of thing. And she also has her earrings. I love the shape. They're like teardrop shaped with 2 jewels in them. And she also has her necklace, which is beautifully sculpted. Love it. It's gold and has these rhinestones in them. They really spared no expense on rhinestones with this doll, I'm gonna tell you, like she has a lot. And on top of her head, she has her headband. Again, it's gold, beautifully, beautifully sculpted patterns. And you can even see a little hidden Mickey there with the jewels. So cute. It's really nicely done. And while we're on her face, let's go through her hair as well. So her hair is actually pretty nice. It's very soft, very shiny. These bits are not gelled at all. They're kind of twisted and pulled to the back. And then they form into the long, big piece of the hair. And of course, she has her iconic hair. I'm so lazy to zoom out, so I'm just gonna show you like this. And she also has this beautiful beaded kind of gold thread running through her ponytail. It's not elastic material, but it has beautiful beads that run around to her 3rd loop down there. And then moving down to her outfit, of course she has her top here. She's showing off her midriff, and I really love that she has a little jewel on her belly button as well. So for her top, it's a sweetheart bodice. This has some gold lining and some dark teal there, and I love this beautifully embroidered peacock pattern together with some jewels in there. And she also have her little sleeves, which are soft and a different material from the rest of the dress. And these straps used to be clear. I think it's the age, and probably because I kept her in the brown shipper box for so long, maybe it got deteriorated, because I think once clear rubber band starts turning white, it means that they're about to snap or fall off or disintegrate. So I think I'll get rid of that later. And once we move down to her outfit, we also have a really elaborately sculpted belt. Patterns again, really great job on the sculpting. Another hidden Mickey here with the gems, and her belt is actually attached with a little tab here, as you can see. It's a little crooked, it's not quite center, but I don't think I'm gonna remove it because the belt doesn't go all the way around, it stops here, so I don't think it can stay on her without these little tabs holding it together. And then for her accessories, she does have her gold bangles. Really nicely sculpted with these gems. I'm telling you, there are gems all over her. Here's the other side. They're the exact same sculpt. Alright, moving on to her dress. So actually, I just noticed on the camera, it's showing off a lot more blue. But in person, it's a lot more greener. Alright, so for her dress, Underneath, she has our iconic Harlem pants. The poofy pants. I would love to wear these type of pants one day. It's going to be so comfortable and so airy, especially because where I live is really hot. So I would love to sport these. And they have like Velcro underneath, so you can also take them off of her. And on top of that, she has kind of like an overlay skirt dress kind of thing. It's the same color as the pants and has these little patterns here. And in the middle, she has little jewels in these patterns. And they do go all the way around. Also the jewels as well. Because nowadays we know that once you get to the back of the dress, Disney usually don't put jewels anymore. But the most elaborate thing on her are the gigantic embroidered patterns on the bottom of the skirt. Just look at these embroideries. It's beautiful and it's so intricate. And it's so like, so many different colors. So we have silver, we have gold, we have these darker teal colors, like all interwoven into each other. That's just beautiful. And it's like sprinkled throughout with these gems. And the fact that it does go all the way around the dress. It's like all the way one big round. And the jewels, the number of jewels are the same. The details on the embroideries are the same. It's crazy. It's just so freaking awesome. You know, back then it was like a norm, you know, if we see these type of embroideries, we're like expected already. This is Disney limited edition doll, so they're gonna have embroidery, so it's all expected. But once I look back at this doll from 2015, from this point of view, it's just like awe and amazing because of how much less embroideries that we're getting recently. So it's just beautiful. And of course, finally, topping everything off is her little shoes. So cute. And here you have the little curly tippy toe, and they're painted in like a shiny pigmented gold. So overall, my thoughts on this doll. This doll was created around the peak era of Disney limited edition dolls, and the details are wonderful. The only thing I don't like about her is the shiny skin and also the loose joint here where she can't pose properly because of the hair pulling her back. And I would have loved for her hair to be a little bit more movie accurate where the bangs kind of come down on her forehead. I may try and restyle it. I kind of want to. I'm also a little bit scared that I'm gonna mess it up because her hair is so intricate. And it's a texture type of hair, so I'm not really sure how it will react to being washed and all of that. But I don't know. Let's see. I may just edit it in photos. And also would have been nice if she had a saddle stand instead so that we can flare out her skirt on the back without having it being blocked by the stand, the pole of the stand. And one final thing for me is that I wish her dress would have been a different color. I think I've said it back into 2015 when she first came out. I wish her dress was a little lighter so that it resembles the color in the movie a little bit more. But that's just about it. Aside from that, she is a wonderful, wonderful doll. Yeah, and it just took me 6 years to take her out of the box. Alright everybody, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the doll. You can also check me out on Instagram at Chaymie Creates for more toy photography. If you enjoyed this video, you can thumbs up, like it, and subscribe here on my channel so that you get more doll videos in your video feeds. Thanks again for watching until the end, and I will see you all soon in my next video. Bye!